on Sports Central tonight. Thrilling week. The 8th week of the school's rugby league comes to a close with many thrilling matches taking place during the weekend. Ends in a draw. The fourth test between England and India concludes with tension while India's batting lineup shining brightly, producing 3 brilliant centuries.
Flicked away. Maiden test match 100 for Washington Sundar as well. He deserves to celebrate. The first one is a big...
Title number 4. Tadej Pogacar clinches his 4th Tour de France title in dominant fashion, reaffirming his place among cycling's greats despite falling short in the final stage, proving once again that consistency crowns champions. And Piastri clinches. Oscar Piastri delivers a commanding drive to win a rain-delayed Belgian Grand Prix, extending his championship lead over teammate Lando Norris, underscoring his growing dominance in the 2025 Formula 1 season.
Look at how close Oscar Piastri is to his teammate, hurrying him through. He's going to have an immediate opportunity. The two contenders for the title, side by side. Not anymore, they're not. Oscar Piastri on the attack to the race lead by turn 5.
From Studio 24C, this is Sports Central. And now, here's Vinut Varnasurya.
Good evening and welcome to Derana Sports Central. Well, it's great to have you with us as we begin another brand new week packed with action, intensity and stories that define the world of sport. Now, we start off today with some domestic cricket updates. Colombo Cricket Club secured a place in the finals of the Major Clubs Limited Overs tournament, beating Tamil Union in Colombo yesterday. The final will be played at the same venue on Wednesday between the Colombo Cricket Club and the Prix Sports Club.
Tamil Union opted to field first at the semi-final, which was a day-night encounter. The home team went on to score a massive total of 309 for 7 in their allotted 50 overs. Skipper Sonal Dinusha was the top scorer with an unbeaten 83, while Pawan Ratnayaka made 63. Sahan Kosala scored 48. Vijaykant Vyaskanth was the best bowler for Tamil Union and he bagged 4 for 52. In reply, the visitors were bundled out for 241 or 41.1 overs. Wicketkeeper batter Sitara Hapuhina top scored with 76, while Sharujan Shanmuganathan made 56. Kamindu Mendes was the pick of the CCC bowlers, bagging 4 for 43 off his quota of 10 overs.
Several crucial matches of the Inter-Schools Rugby League was held over the weekend. Trinity College Kandy consolidated their position against much fancied Isipatana College in the Lions Den Pallakele. Trinity College overpowered Isipatana by 32 points to 10, consolidating their forward march in the cup segment of this year's Inter-School Rugby League. This was their 7th consecutive win and they have thus maintained the status quo as the only undefeated side for the season. The Kandy boys led 17-5 at the halftime. Meanwhile, Wesley battled with Royal for a nail-biting win at the Royal College ground. Wesley, who took an early advantage, were able to hold on to 24-17 and win there at the final whistle. The plate segment encounter between St. Joseph's and Sahara College Maradana was held at CR grounds. The Josephians won the encounter by 27-15. Meanwhile, in another plate segment match, DS Senanayaka defeated Sri Sumangala College Kandy at Pallakele. The scoreline stood at 26-19 at the end of the final whistle. The Sugadasa Stadium Colombo hosted the bowls segment encounter between Science College Mount Lavinia and Mahanama College Colombo. After a close tussle, the game ended at 31 all. Meanwhile, at Nithawela, St. Anthony's College defeated Vidyartha College Kandy convincingly in another bowl segment encounter. At the final whistle, St. Anthony's College led 48 to 31 points. Several events of the 49th National Sports Festival was held in Colombo over the weekend. The finals of the Taekwondo tournament were held at the Royal College Sports Complex.
The Taekwondo tournament of the 49th National Sports Festival was held at the Royal College's Sports Complex for 3 days. Northwestern team won the men's championship while Sabaragamuwa were the runners-up. In the women's championship, Western Province bagged the title while Northwestern ended up being the second. Meanwhile, the weightlifting events of the 49th National Sports Festival were held at the Torrington Indoor Stadium. Northwestern Province won the championship title while Western Province bagged the second place. Third place went to North Central Province.
The Defence Services bagged both the men's and women's championships of the 2025 Hockey Nationals. The finals were held at Hockey Turf in Torrington yesterday. The Women's National Hockey Championship was held for the 26th time and Colombo Hockey Association and Defence Services vied for the honours in the final. At the final whistle, the Defence Services women's team won the game by 2 goals to 0. The 61st Men's National Hockey Championship saw Defence Services and State Services vying for the final honours, and it was a close but high-scoring encounter. Eventually, the Defence Services won the final by 5 goals to 3. Time for a short break. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more big stories and exciting highlights. This is Derana Sports Central. Welcome back to Derana Sports Central. India pulled off one of the great rear guards to defy England, earn a draw in the 4th test at Old Trafford and keep this series alive. The Tories batted more than 5 sessions in their second innings to reach 425 for the loss of 4 wickets when the players shook hands. They also had a lead of 114 when the draw was agreed with 10 overs of the match remaining. India began the 5th day with 174 for the 2, needing 137 runs to avoid an innings defeat. Lokesh Rahul was on 87 and skipper Shubman Gill was on 78. When the total was 179, Ollie Pope dropped a very difficult chance from Gill off the bowling of Ben Stokes. In the 71st over of the Indian second innings, Stokes pinned Rahul in front for a fighting 90. The total was 188 by then.
That's the second time it's shot through.
Jags back and scoots.
Then Washington Sundar joining Gill further frustrated the England bowlers with some smart batting. When the total was 205, Gill reached his 4th century of the series.
Been a run machine. He scored elegant hundreds. This is a gutsy 100. This is a leadership 100. It's his 4th in the series.
With just 2 overs to lunch break, Indian skipper lost his concentration and offered an easy catch to Jamie Smith off bowling Jofra Archer.
Archer comes to the fore for England, and it brings to the end a magnificent century for Gill.
In the very next ball, the new batter Ravindra Jadeja flashed hard and the ball flew towards Joe Root.
There's the edge, and it's again, no, it's not.
But he failed to hang on to that, and it could be the turning point of the 5th day. Thereafter, the 2 left-handers frustrated the English bowlers with some resolute batting.
Punched. Great sound off the middle of the bat. Save your legs.
A lot of time left in this day.
Belted down the ground, Archer's wide, so he can't get to that. India trail by 54, keep an eye on that as well.
As the last hour was approaching, India were 386 for the loss of 4, with Sundar on 80 and Jadeja on 89. Then Stokes informed the umpires that England are done, but 2 Indian batters wanted to continue batting as they were approaching their centuries. It led to some heated chats in the middle.
If you shake our hand, it's done. I can't do anything. You can shake our hand.
In the 141st over, Jadeja reached his century, striking a massive 6 off Harry Brook.
And it's 100 for Ravindra Jadeja. 5 50s in the series, but the 5th one he's converted it into 100.
2 overs later, Washington Sundar reached his maiden Test century.
Maiden Test match 100 for Washington Sundar as well. He deserves to celebrate. The first one is a big one. Well, he's running, he's making sure he's there at the other end, and now celebrates.
With that, players agreed to hold the proceeding and the game ended in a draw. By that time, the pair had added 203 runs for the 5th wicket and the total was on 424 for the loss of 4 wickets. After the draw of this match, England led the 5-match series 2-1, with the 5th and final test will begin Thursday at the Oval. Wout van Aert denied Tadej Pogacar a prestigious win on the final stage of this year's Tour de France. However, the Slovenian secured his 4th title and he won the title earlier in 2020, 2021 and 2024.
Reigning champion Tadej Pogacar had a lead of more than 4 minutes heading into the final day. It covered a distance of 132.3 kilometers from Mantes-la-Ville to Paris. With rain falling in the French capital, the 26-year-old established himself in a 6-man breakaway during a thrilling finale on the same circuit used for last year's Olympic race. But Van Aert attacked on the 3rd and final climb to the Basilica of Sacré-Cœur de Montmartre and secured his lead over the final 5 kilometers to clinch victory on the Champs-Élysées. After a frustrating race, the versatile Belgian star was able to claim his 10th career stage win in the Tour, crossing the line 19 seconds before the group of 3 riders, the latter being overall winner Pogacar. As Pogacar finished, he put a hand in the air to celebrate going level with British rider Chris Froome for all-time Tour de France wins, with only Jacques Anquetil, Eddy Merckx, Bernard Hinault and Miguel Indurain above them with 5 wins. Pogacar has also become the first reigning world road champion to win the Tour since Greg LeMond in 1990 and also secured the King of the Mountains title for a 3rd time. 2-time Tour de France winner Jonas Vingegaard finished the race 4 minutes 27 seconds behind Pogacar, with Florian Lipowitz 3rd in the general classification standings.
Yeah, for sure. When you have such a strong opponent, not just Jonas, like everybody in the Tour, is 100%, and you never know what is coming next day. You always have some doubts, but I think it helps to have such a strong team around you, and that you have such a great support. That even if you have doubts, the atmosphere around you can clear away these doubts, and you can go to a race motivated and energized and want to give it all. And because if you give it all on the road, you don't have nothing to regret. So you don't need to doubt yourself. But there's always a little bit of doubts because we never know.
McLaren's Oscar Piastri beat teammate and title rival Lando Norris in a rain-delayed Belgian Grand Prix to stretch his Formula lead to 16 points yesterday.
It is time for the green flag to fly at Spa. Let's go racing!
Charles Leclerc was a distant third for Ferrari as dominant champions McLaren celebrated their sixth 1-2 finish in 13 races and the third in a row. The race at Spa-Francorchamps was red flagged after an initial formation lap and delayed by an hour and 20 minutes due to the weather, with standing water and heavy spray affecting visibility. Once the racing got going, Piastri made quick work of overtaking pole sitter Norris on a dominant afternoon for the Australian, who finished 3.415 seconds clear. Piastri executed a daring move through Eau Rouge and down the Kenmel Straight on the opening racing lap, gaining a decisive edge over Norris.
Look at how close Oscar Piastri is to his teammate, hurrying him through. He's going to have an immediate opportunity. The two contenders for the title, side by side. Not anymore, they're not. Oscar Piastri on the attack to the race lead by turn 5.
Norris struggled with a tyre strategy and a slight battery issue. McLaren confirmed he clipped time after switching to hards, while Piastri stayed on mediums and extended his lead. Lewis Hamilton mounted a remarkable comeback from starting 18th on the grid to finish 7th, aided by an early switch to slick tyres on a drying track. With 266 points to Norris's 250, Piastri now leads the Drivers' Championship by 16 points and McLaren holds a commanding advantage in the Constructors' standings.
The Belgian Grand Prix. He beats his teammate to the win by 3.4 seconds. Win number 6 of the season and championship lead extended for Oscar Piastri and Charles Leclerc.
We are heading into a quick commercial break, but don't go far. There's plenty more sports action coming your way on other Derana Sports Central. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Chloe Kelly fired the decisive spot kick as England beat Spain 3-1 in a penalty shootout to win the UEFA Women's Euro 2025 yesterday, successfully defending the title they won 3 years ago after an enthralling encounter and ended 1-0 after extra time. Spain dominated possession and made the breakthrough in the 25th minute as Ona Battle crossed, then the England defence was caught flat-footed, allowing Mariona Caldente to head the ball past Hannah Hampton. However, England levelled in the 57th minute with Alessia Russo heading home from a Kelly cross. Spain continued to monopolise the ball but could not find another goal before the end of normal time. And the story continued through extra time as they probed but could not break through the English defence as the game finished 1-1. The Spaniards got to the shootout off to a great start when Katna Call saved Beth Metz's effort, but England keeper Hannah Hampton stepped up and saved from Caldente and then from Aitana Bonmati to put England in the driving seat. Call got Spain back into it with another one-handed stop to block Leah Williamson. But Spain's substitute Salma Paralluelo then fired her kick wide of the target. That set the stage for Kelly to repeat her 2022 heroics when she scored the extra-time winner over Germany that won them the title at Wembley. The final was the first time since the inaugural edition in 1984 in which England were beaten by Sweden that the game was decided by a penalty shootout. Chile's Joaquin Niemann won the UK leg of the Live Golf Tour for his 5th title of this season. It came after the 26-year-old parted ways with his coach after missing the cut at the Open earlier this month.
Niemann started the final round with a 6-shot lead at the JCB Golf and Country Club in Rochester, and a steady round of 68, including 5 birdies and a bogey, left his rivals with a gap that proved too big to close. Nearest challenger Bubba Watson did make a bold effort as his 6 under 65, featuring a run of 4 birdies and 2 eagles on the black 9, threatened to make things interesting. Niemann admitted feeling some pressure before he settled to finish 3 shots clear on 17 under.
American teenager Asa Vermette became the youngest ever Red Bull Hardline champion yesterday, while Scotland's Louise Ferguson made history as the first woman to win the newly introduced women's category at the prestigious downhill mountain biking event. Vermette, who is 18 from Colorado, clocked an impressive 2 minute 24 seconds to edge British rider Charlie Hatton by 1.68 seconds, with Ireland's Ronan Dunn completing the podium. Ferguson, originally from Fort William, became the first female rider to complete the challenging course in Wales, finishing with a time of 3 minutes 44 seconds to secure victory in the women's category. The event, held in Deafy Valley, attracted over 3,000 spectators despite challengeable weather conditions. Riders faced massive jumps, drops and technical challenges, including the infamous road gap jump. The Red Bull Hardline, created in 2014 by British mountain biking star Dan Atherton, has become a standout stop on the global mountain biking calendar.
Unbelievable. It was the sickest day ever on my bike.
And that wraps up this edition of Other Than Sports Central. Thank you for joining us as we kick off another exciting week in the world of sports. Well, be sure to stay tuned as we bring you the latest highlights, results and stories from Sri Lanka and beyond. Until tomorrow, I'm Vinod Varnasuriya signing off. Take care and keep the spirit of sport alive. Have a good night.